So we're back on another day, and today we are fitting some injectors. Bought these from Greece, and they shipped them out yesterday, and they're here today. That is quick postage, like from Greece to the UK in one day. Anyhow, these are from KSM Motorsports. They are the Bosch EV14, I think they are, 1000cc injectors, and it comes with the little clips if you need it. So we're going to fit them today, and I also got some heat sleeve to wrap some brake pipes. I'll show you what I mean. So those brake pipes there, we're going to sleeve them because that's going to be right behind the engine. As you see, I just stuck some tape there, and I thought, nah, rather than using the tape and messing around wrapping tape around them, I've got some of that sleeve. So we're going to put some sleeve there, sleeve here if we can, and sleeve here because that's where the turbo is going to be around this area. Also yesterday we fitted a pedal, a cable pedal, which is quite simple really. I'll just show you. So obviously we're not going to be using electronic throttle, just easier to use cable. I'm pretty sure with the wiring ECU I'm using, I couldn't use a drive-by anyway. So anyhow, we've got a cable throttle all connected in. This was literally in by one bolt, I can't remember now. It was in the ground like that, mounted to this little bracket which was on by one bolt, and this, the pedal one, goes in there. Not sure if you can see, but there's two up here as well, and the cable for it feeds up through there. I'll show you where it comes out of. Just here, and I'm hoping it's long enough. It seems like it's going to be long enough because it's going to be running along here somewhere and then down to the manifold. Now I'll just open up these injectors. So there's the original OEM GE injector, and the length of that is 80. Oh no, hang on a sec. 75, 76, 77, 78 mil. These ones, I'll do it with a bubble wrap on actually, because these are quite dirty. These things are quite dirty. Should be 64, 65, 65, 66. Hang on a sec, why is it not? Fucking thing. Yeah, 65.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 65, I should say. So I'm hoping they're fitting my fuel well. So we're going to fit these now. And they just pop in there. And I think that's all the way in. So that's all the injectors fitted to my FMIC Pro fuel well. That's what it looks like installed. Now we just got to see if it actually fit in the manifold. We're back at it, and today we are fitting the fuel pressure regulator. Just got a cheap eBay one for the time being. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. It was only like 25-30 quid off of eBay, but we can upgrade this later in the future. It's just something to get it going. Hell of a quick postage. I've ordered it like on a Thursday and it came on a Friday. Just a Chinese copy of, I'm not sure what the brand is, but a more expensive one. It's probably the same thing, just with no print on it, with no brand. Anyhow, we've mounted it on here. It's absolutely solid. It's not going anywhere. Only on the one bolt, which I've cut down with the angle grinder, because I don't know where else to put it. I mean, I did think about putting it up here, but we got all this cover to go on yet, and it's got a little gauge to go on the front. And if the cover's on it and the fuel pressure regulator is underneath there, I ain't going to barely see it, am I? So put it there is not an option, because I need to see the fuel pressure when we come to start it. So I mean, we can put it down here, which is quite hidden, like make a bracket and mount onto this. But then when we're going to start it, I'll have to crouch down here. Bearing in mind the bumpers and everything be on here, the radiators, intercooler, everything be in the way, and I have to crouch down to look at the little dial. So I mean, you could put it there, but it's just hassle to look at it. So I think the best option is to put it there where it is now. I've ordered a with nut tool thing, so when that does come, I'm going to probably drill a little hole there, put a new with nut there, and then just double mount it. I mean, even though it's secure as it is now, I'm not sure what that little stuff is doing in the first place. There's one on this side as well. I'm not sure what that's doing. It's probably something important. But anyhow, just done that. Now, last night I was down here, just making some fuel lines. So this one here you see here, that's my fuel feed, and the one at the back is going to be my return. This was going to be my fuel feed in, but because of this little banjo bolt, there's literally no space to put the AN little connection on, and so I grind that bolt down, which I don't really want to do. So and then obviously as tight as anything down here. Then last night I was down here cutting this up, as you can see, just bodged that up there and cut around here so I can put my Samco hose or silicone hose there, and just had to cut that up so I make room for this AN connection, which will be my return. So from here, well, I'm not sure yet, most likely from here to the fuel regulator, and then from the fuel regulator to the tank, and the centre port on my fuel well will be the fuel feed in. Or I could do it the other way around. This could be my return, and that could be my fuel feed in. So I might do it like that. It does make more sense, because if that's going to be my fuel return here on the centre port on the fuel well, then there's less line to have from here going underneath the manifold and then into the fuel pressure regulator and back down into the tank. And the fuel feed in could just come straight into the back of the fuel well. So I'm gonna think of the best way to do it and gonna get it done. Just to show you guys what comes with that cheap eBay fuel pressure regulator. So obviously the fuel pressure regulator, which is on the car there, goes there. You've got this nice little fuel gauge here, which just screws in. Oh, not fuel gauge, fuel pressure regulator gauge, fuel pressure gauge. That's what I meant. We've got a load of these connections. Well, this was like 20 quid, 25 quid, 25, 30 quid, something like that, I can't remember. But I mean, to buy just these, if you look on eBay, just to buy one of them little connections, it's like 6 quid. So let's just say they're fiver. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You're getting me your money's worth for buying this full pressure regulator. If you need some of these connections, you might as well just buy a full pressure regulator, cheap eBay one, and you get all this for free. And not only that, you get some AN lines. Look, now that is a bargain. I've also got these little connections, little AN fittings from forks. You can see that. Not sure you can see that. There we are. I've got these little connections, fittings, because we got to cap this one. Like I said, you can't put no AN fitting on there. So I've got a plug like that with a little O-ring. Hopefully it'll fit. It's like Orb 8, I think it is, like AN8, but without the flange. Hopefully that'll go in there, so we can cap that off. And because we're so tight, limited on space, I'm hoping we can put that in there without taking the fuel rail off. I hope so. I might have to take that bolt out, like that bolt there, but I'm hoping this will go on there like that. Anyway, we're going to get to it. We're going to try fit that in there. Hope it does. If it does, we can put this on the line and get it all fitted. So we have to take the fuel rail off because this little 90-degree AN connection won't fit in that gap with that bolt in. And yeah, you can take the bolt out and this will go on like from underneath, like it'll go on there. Don't know if you can see, but you can't get that bolt back in once this is in because this is in the way. You see that there? But anyhow, so fuel rail was coming off. We fit this onto the pipe, then fit it to the fuel rail, and then put the fuel rail back on with it already on connected. So now we've got the fuel rail on again with the connection there for the return. As you can see, look how close it is. It's pretty much touching that bolt there. But I mean, there's nothing else we can do. So it's going to have to do for now. If it works, good. If it doesn't work, then we'll have to change something. Anyhow, yeah. So that's all secured, all back down. I just put some silicone grease on the O-ring on the injector, so just popped in there nice and easy. As you can see here, so this is my fuel return, which comes from that, like I just told you. It comes down here, up there, little 90 degree, and it's going to go on there. I was going to put some thread sealant on there. This stuff I've been using, this Permatex thread sealant, high temperature stuff. Been putting on all my AN connections just to be extra safe, so I don't get any fuel leaks. Touch wood. So yeah, I'm going to put some on there. Literally, I only put a tiny bit on. Only a tiny bit. You don't get much of the thing anyway. It's quite expensive for what you get. Well, literally just put a tiny bit on, like that, and I just put it in the threads, and then when that screws up, it'll go around the threads itself, make it way around the threads. Well, I hope so anyway. And maybe just put a tiny bit more on at the bottom, Okay, it's quite hard to holding the camera, but yeah, let's put a tiny bit more there. And now we will screw this on there. I'm just trying to have one hand, but yeah, just screw it on there. I like that. It's got a little rubber O-ring on there inside here. Don't think it needs it, but it came with it. So there's no point taking it out if it has one in there. Might be because it's a 90-degree thing, I'm not sure. But anyhow, now we just tighten it up. I'm gonna have to use 2 hands on this. Anyhow, I'm gonna do that up and then come back to you. Right, so that's nice and tight now. Hope so, as tight as I can do it without trying to like break it. There we go, fits there nicely. It's not too tight. It's a little bit of a giveaway, but it's not touching on anything. It's quite hard to see the angles on the camera, but you got like 5mm there. It's not touching against that. I mean, I can even cut that off, this thing here, but it's not touching anything, so it's not going to be rubbing. It's all solid mounted anyway, as you can see. So yeah, that return line's done. Now the next job is to make the inlet fuel feed into the fuel well, and this is my fuel feed in, so I'm gonna have to cut it, bring it back up there, and then feed that one back through, because that's my return, and that's gonna put a connection on there to feed into the bottom of this regulator. So all the fuel system is now done. I'll just show you what I've done. So fuel pressure regulator sitting there, the fuel feed to the back of the fuel well, the front of the fuel well is capped off because of this banjo bolt here for the VVTi solenoid. So I'll cap that off, and the fuel return is coming from the centre port of the fuel well, and it goes under there into the fuel pressure regulator, and then they'll return back to the tank at the bottom. I'm going to get a fit in here, like an adapter, AN adapter, to fit my fuel pressure sensor, the digital one. I've got my fuel pressure gauge here, the analog one, the vacuum, it's going to go to the manifold. Yeah, so it's slowly getting there. Next thing to do is the coolant pipes at the back, just waiting on parts. Got to heat wrap the exhaust manifold. Yeah, slowly getting there. Hopefully the next 4 weeks it'll be ready. We have got some goodies for the 2J. So we've got a front mounting intercooler that's been delivered, and we've also got the fan shroud. We made some progress, which I haven't videoed. I just tried and got on and done it, but we're just test fitting the radiator now. We've welded, I've welded the radiator bracket, just make it a little bit more stronger. Just a little bodge job, but I mean it's very sturdy. It's not going anywhere. That doesn't even flex anymore. That's like proper strong. Yeah, welding's not very difficult. I need to get my practice in on that, but I mean it's not too bad. Look, let me show you. So this is my attempt of welding. I mean, what is it, my second or third go? I didn't weld, that's my tack, which was just melted through, but I mean, Yeah, I didn't weld all the way through, just like some here, some there, some there, just to support it really. But yeah, it seems to do the job. We just test fitted it at the moment. It's not fully bolted up. We just I just put like 1 bolt there, 1 bolt on the other side, just to like get test fitted. I'm going to see what the front mount intercooler, where that's going to sit now. I've also got the fan shroud. I've also got the oil cooler. So it's getting there. What we got left to do? So I've got to finish sheet wrapping the exhaust manifold. Just waiting for the metal cable tie things to come through. What else? Finish off the coolant at the back. There's literally like mix and match of hoses and connectors and joiners and all that lot. I've had to bend this coolant pipe at the back here because it was so close to the manifold here somewhere. I had to bend it as best as I could without kinking it up, away from the manifold and away from where the exhaust downpipe's going to be. Yeah, so in the earlier done the fuel, done that the other day. Oh yeah, another thing, got the radiator hose at the bottom and the one at the top. Just had to cut it down a little bit. It's under tension, but I mean it's not kinked. You see, it's not kinked at all. A little bit like under tension there, but I mean it'll do a job. Do a job for the time being. But the bottom hose fits perfectly. Bear in mind that's a 200SX S14 radiator from a Toyota 2J engine. The bottom radiator hose is for the 2J, but it fits the 200SX radiator on this E46 where it's mounted to at the moment, or where it is going to be mounted to. Fits that perfectly. Let me just show you. Didn't have to cut that hose at all. Literally goes off the thermostat housing straight into the bottom of the radiator without any kinks or nothing. So gonna fit the front mount intercooler, see where that's gonna sit, just like test fit at the moment, not permanently fit it. Right, we are gonna now fit the intercooler. It's gonna go like here. I'm gonna use these two old radiator fan mounting points to support the front mount intercooler, but we have to cut these two off. So I'm going these off here. Oh boys, the intercooler is going to be, hitting against that, so we've got to cut these off. Try and cut as flush as we can. This is the intercooler we're using, just an eBay one. I think it's like 80 or 90 quid, or maybe 100 quid. But yeah, it's going to sit like there. Obviously a bit more closer, but I don't want to damage it with those studs sticking out. Like that. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, it's going to be like that. You can use these two points, like we just said. I've got some bar here, it's 3mm thick still, L-shaped. So I don't know what to do yet, either cut it to the size I need, drill some holes in it and mount it onto there like that, and then some more bar, weld it on, and then drill some holes and screw it onto the intercooler like that, or drill here an extra hole, and here, so there'll be two bolted, there'll be two holes there, like two studs there, and then cut 150mm of bar, bolt it into here, and then weld a little piece there. A lot lighter like that. I mean, this isn't that bad really, not that heavy. But yeah, I'm going to work out what I'm going to do, and then stick this intercooler on. And then I'll with that at the bottom here, with some bar, it'll be like that kind of thing to the bottom of the intercooler. Yeah, so bear with me and let's get this fitted. So I've figured out what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be cutting 90mm and another 90mm. So I've got two pieces, and then we have to drill a couple holes in each one to mount it onto the car, and then we have to weld. I'll have to cut some plate and then weld a straight piece onto each one, and then obviously drill another hole so we can mount the actual intercooler. So yeah, we're going to cut that now and then go from there. I mean, that's as straight as I can do it, but it will do. Not bad, it's pretty straight, I'd say. Going to grind the edges off, and obviously grind it, make sure it's nice and smooth on the corners. But yeah. So now we've got two brackets made up, well, cut up, not made up. Got two brackets. We're gonna grind off the edges, flatten, grind off the edges on this, on the edges as well, just cut as well, grind off the corners I mean, and then see where we need to drill the holes. So we've just mounted the front mount intercooler at the top. We're going to make some mounts now for the bottom part of the intercooler, but let me just show you what I've done. So that is how it's going to be sitting. Let's open this. So we made these brackets at the top. Made these brackets with 3mm steel, very sturdy. I thought I was going to have to put another bolt here and here, but it's actually very sturdy. The only bit we got is the bottom bit where it's a go, you know, like working bolts around. So what we're going to do is make a bracket so we can mount it at the bottom, just like a stabilising bar really, stop it from swinging like that. But those top mounts, pretty good considering I've got no experience with welding. Not too bad really. Well, they're very strong. But yeah, we're getting there. Gonna make some bottom brackets now, just to stabilise it from swinging, and then figure out where I'm gonna put the oil cooler. So we've now got the intercooler fully secured, mounted on. Let me just show you. So made some brackets for the top here, and also made some brackets underneath, which is on the radiator bracket which I made. Yeah, that's solid. That ain't moving. So yeah, that's sweet. Quite proud of the weld as well, considering like I'm no welder and I haven't ticked at all. That's my what, fourth go using the TIG welder. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. Anyhow, next time is, I ran out of time today, but when I next come down here is going to be mounting the front mount oil cooler. Deciding where that's going to go. I kind of like it to sit at the bottom here, but not too sure where, because I don't know where the bump is going to go. I know the crash bar is going to go along here, but I'm going to get an aftermarket, like custom made bash bar eventually, but for the time being I'm going to use a standard one just to get it running. So obviously I can't put the oil cooler here because the crash bar is going to be in the way probably. Not sure yet until, I don't know, but we'll get around that anyway. So yeah, we are back at it on another day. Just a quick one. We're gonna just a quick one today because it's getting dark out there. But we've received something in the post, the gearbox bracket, which are custom made for these swaps, because obviously the gearbox gets pushed back if you're using the BMW. Well, no matter what the BMW gearbox you're using, the gearbox gets pushed back, so you need to either make your own mount or get one made. So I'll show you this one. So this is from TDR over in America, and I've already looked at it, I've already seen this, I've already opened it, but look at that quality. That is, it's even got their little logo in there, proper thick, like 6mm. That is proper decent. For the E46 2J with a BMW 5-speed or 6-speed, I believe. But yeah, I'm gonna fit that. I'm hoping it'll fit. And then, yeah, see if it fits now then. We have now fitted the radiator fans. They fit in there nicely. And for the gear selector rod, we've just cut it, measured it, what size what I needed, and then I just welded it. I'll just show you. So there's the gear selector. Shortened it is 13.5 centimeters. Fits in there perfectly in the middle. So now we can put our short shifter, mount it to the frame. There's the gearbox mount with some poly bushes. So yeah, it's coming along. It's finally came. ECU, the wiring harness. I mean, look how nice that looks. That looks fucking good. Every single plug has got a label on it, where it goes. Boost solenoid. Sweet. What's in here? Oh, it's got some stickers. Important. Pro Series harness requires a battery cable to connect the starter for proper power up. The harness has a starter power pickup, not supply. Some got some stickers. Time to get this thing started.